This morning, it's time for yoga with Melissa. This is an hour of bliss just for you. I am so excited to be here. Let's get started. Close your eyes and hear the sound of the ocean. Let your hands fall to the edges of the towel. Let your heart open. Feel your posture and get ready for some bliss. Take a first inhale in and let it out any way that feels natural. Next two breaths will be filled with drama. Take an inhale in your nose and let it out with a sigh. Another big breath in. Now thinking of just your hands. Take your palms and splay them away from your hips. Just like the rising sun you can see behind me. Inhale, lift your arms like you are the sun all the way up over your head. When your hands touch each other, exhale. Inhale, reaching up. As you exhale, both of your hands will fall to the right as the left side body says good morning. Back to neutral. As we inhale again, reaching up. This time the hands will fall to the left and the right side body will open. And back to neutral. Inhale, reaching up. Noticing the mind, the neck, the armpits, the shoulders, the upper back, mid back, low back, and hips. The goal is an hour from now. You will feel different than we do right now. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, lower your hands. Let the hands come down in front of the heart. Let the chin tuck towards the chest and begin your beautiful intention. Big breath in. Send it out into the universe. Let the hands fall back down to the edges of the towel. Eyes closed if that's for you. As you inhale, your shoulders rise up towards your ears. As you exhale, they roll back behind you, feeling your shoulder blades near your spine. We're going to start with the neck. Inhale in the nose. And as you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Begin to feel the neck on the left side of the body open. Inhale, create. Exhale, space. Create. Space. 3 more. 2. Last one. Now, thinking of just your hands, lift your right arm up like you know the answer to the question. And the right arm's all the way up. Start to bend at the elbows. The right hand lands on the left side of the head. Don't press it, just rest it. 5 breaths here. Inhale, happy. Exhale, healthy. Happy. Healthy. Hearing the sound of the wind and the flow of the waves. Happy. Healthy. 2 more. Happy. Healthy. 1 more. Okay, lifting the hand that's on your head just a few inches. We'll turn our chin towards the right armpit. Let the nose and the chin fall towards the right armpit and drop the hand again. Inhale the sand. Exhale the waves. Sand. Waves. Sand. Waves. Now it's your right hand that's on your head. Lift the right hand back up towards the blue sky and let the right hand fall back down to the towel. Here we'll move our chin towards our chest. So if your eyes are open, you're looking towards your ankles. Feeling the breeze on your body. As you inhale, rise your nose and chin up towards the sky, feeling the skin on your neck move. As you exhale, drop your chin slowly towards your chest. Rise. Fall. Rise. Fall. 2 more. Rise. Fall. Last one. Rise. Fall. Just notice for a second. Take a breath in. Noticing if anything feels different from when we began. We're going to take it to the other side. So thinking of your chin and your nose, bring them towards your left armpit. Drop your chin. Lift your right arm up like you know the answer to the question and let it rest on the right side of the head. Inhale the birds. Exhale the sounds they make. Birds. And the sounds they make. 1 more. Birds. And sounds. Left hand reaches up just a little. Left ear turns towards the left shoulder. And the left hand is now resting on the right side of the head. We'll breathe again for 5 more. Inhale, powdery. Exhale, sand. Powdery. Sand. Powdery. Sand. 2 more. stay right where it is. But we'll release the left arm. So as you inhale, lift your left hand up towards the sky like you know the answer to the question. As you exhale, the left arm returns to the towel. Left ear still by the left shoulder. We've got 5 more beautiful breaths. Inhale the day. Exhale the night. Day. Night. Again, day. Night. Just 2 more. Day. Night. 1 more. Using your left hand, bringing it toward your left ear. Press your head back to neutral. Left hand on the left thigh. Right hand on the right thigh. Breathe in. Noticing if you feel any different than when you sat on your yoga mat. 1 more big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, now this time, we're going to bring our hands behind us. So if you could hide your arms from my sight. If you're looking at me, you probably can't see my arms right now. My fingertips are deep in the sand, so imagine to press into the earth and feel the sand with me. Feel your heart come forward as you inhale. Inhale love. Send it to someone who needs it on the exhale. Inhale kindness. Send that to someone who's lonely. Inhale compassion. Send that to someone who needs it. Inhale the energy of the sunlight. Send that to someone who needs to heal. And this last breath is yours. Inhale all that positivity. Let it touch every cell in your body. Keeping it for yourself, just exhale. Thinking of your fingers. Bring them from behind you to back on your knees. Notice the shoulders and the upper chest, breathing in and breathing out. Here I'm going to ask you to remove the towel if you're sitting on one. Let it be just behind you. The hands can touch the yoga mat. And here we'll begin to feel like a rainbow. I'm going to start with my right arm. So you lift your right arm all the way up towards the sun. We'll let both elbows bend. So your right hand reaches towards the left. And the right side body happily finds space. Breathe from your right hip to your right fingers. Feel the energy run down the right side body. Right hip to right fingers. Right fingers to the hip. One last time up the body. And as you exhale, this time your right hand lifts back up towards the sun. Your palm faces away. We can't become the rainbow now. The right hand falls, the left hand lifts. Both elbows will slowly bend, and the left side body begins to open. Inhale from your left hip to your left fingers, and your fingers towards your hip. Again, up the body, and back down. One more time, left hip to left fingers. Left fingers towards the left hip. Left hand reaches up and back towards the mat on the left side. And I ask you again to notice. Breathing in. And of course, exhaling. This time, I'm going to ask you to open your left leg out to the left. The right leg's going to stay bent. As we move through this, your hips will feel different than each other, and that's okay. First thing, we're going to take both of our palms and put them down next to our right leg. Thinking about your sit bones evenly staying in the earth. Turn your nose towards the right leg. Even out your shoulders. Let your chin drop towards your chest. And maybe the head falls a little bit towards the leg. As always, nothing should hurt. I'm going to ask for 5 breaths. Inhale, C. Exhale, shells. C. Shells. Let go. C. Shells. C. Shells. One more. Gonna move our hands towards center, keeping your head at this height. Left hand towards the left leg. Nose stays low. Right hand comes with it. Your choice whether the hands stay right in front of your right shin, or maybe they reach further into the sand that you're pretending to feel. The chin falls towards the chest, and we breathe 5 more breaths. Inhale, star. Exhale, fish. Last one, as you listen to the sound of the crashing waves. You'll keep your head as low as it is now. Your left hand will come to the outside of your left leg, which is also your straight leg. Your nose will slide over your left leg, and the right hand will come with it. My fairy godmother is cleaning the beach, so you might hear the sound of her machinery. Keep breathing, 5 breaths. Happy and grateful. Happy, grateful. Make sure your shoulders are even in height. Happy, grateful. 2 more. Last one like this. Now your right hand will come right back in front of you. Your left hand will reach towards that left ankle so it feels and looks like one straight arm over one straight leg. The nose points towards the mat. And inhale, feel. Exhale, sensation. One more, feel. Sensation. I'm going to ask you to leave your body just as it is. Turn your left ear towards your left thigh. We'll bend our left arm and your left elbow is now on your left thigh and your left fingers are around your left ear. The neck isn't working at all. The fingers of the left hand are holding up the head. Breathe in. And out. Right hand to right knee, noticing your chest open. And exhale. Again, the right arm lifts up. Right palm's facing to the right. And we bend the elbow again, just like earlier, but this time it feels better. 3 big breaths from your hip to your fingers. And your fingers to your hips. Again, up. And down. Last one, up. And down. Right arm lifts towards the sky. Head comes to neutral. Right hand falls to the earth. Just notice again. Breathe in. And out. Notice if one side of your body is lighter, looser, or more open than the other. I'm going to change sides. Your right leg will open. Your left heel will come in. As a surprise, we're going to do that again. It might feel completely different, and that's okay because our body's not built the same on both sides. Both of your hands on either side of the left leg, which is also the bent leg. Your nose turns in the direction of the left knee, and the head slowly falls. Rest your hands and even out the shoulders. Another 5 breaths. Inhale, hills. Exhale, valleys. Nose pointing at the leg. Hills. Valleys. Hills. Valleys. 2 more big breaths. Hills. Valleys. Again. We move to center. Right hand in front of you. Head stays low. Left hand in front of you. And you decide, do you want your hands really close to your body? Maybe further away. The right choice is the one that doesn't hurt. Let your chin fall towards your chest and give me 5 more breaths. Inhale, sunrise. Exhale, sunset. 5 breaths. Sunrise. Sunset. Chin by the chest. Breaths right here. Last one. Right hand goes to the outside of the right leg, which is also your straight leg. Left hand comes to meet it. Head falls. And we breathe again. Inhale, swimming. Exhale, turtles. Swimming. Turtles. Fairy godmother right behind me. Swimming. Seaweed removal team. Swimming. Turtles. Last one. Okay, now here we'll take our right hand. Bring it in the direction of your right ankle. So it's just a straight arm over a straight leg. The nose points down at the right leg and we stay here 2 breaths. Inhale, feel. Sensation. Feel. Sensation. Thinking of your right arm, that's the straight one. Put your right elbow on your right thigh. Open your right hand to feel like a cup. Put the cup around your right ear. Breathe in that fresh air. Exhale. I'm going to move your left arm to left knee. Feel your chest open. Exhale again. Same as earlier, your left arm reaches up towards the sun. Bend your left elbow and feel that left side body open like it's never found space before. Inhale, create. Exhale, space. Create. Space. One more. Create. Space. Lift the left arm up and bring it down towards the earth. Hands can be on either side of you. We'll take our left leg and bring it forward. Our right leg as well. Hands come behind you. We're going to press into the palms of the hands and lift the tiny hiney. If you have neck issues, keep your head looking towards your TV. If not, let your neck drop back. If you have wrist issues, please don't do this. Just hold and breathe. As you inhale, lift your tiny hiney by pressing into your hands. Feel the body. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Let your neck fall this time. Inhale. As you exhale, the neck comes back and the hiney falls. Hands are next to you, eyes are closed, breathing in. Noticing if you feel any different and breathing out. Now I'm gonna move. So we're gonna have a tiny time out. I'm gonna move to where there's a little less breathe. And maybe you can hear me better. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's just a tiny hello Melissa view. I'm gonna turn around so you can see this entire environment. So as I face the beach, you see this extraordinary scenery of the hotel and the beach. And I'm hoping the sound of the wind is not too crazy and you can still hear my voice. I'm gonna walk. And I want you to just feel the sand between your toes. I think the wind might be getting a little quieter. And I'm gonna take us to a new space. See if you can hear me a little better. Over here, I'm by a pool. You can still see the beach behind me. And we're gonna continue on. Now you got tikis. Okay, so tiny adjustment. So exciting. Generally we work with a mat and we work with towels. You still may have yours. That's okay. Mine's over there. I'm gonna ask you, you know, it's your favorite part. We're going to lay down. That's why I need to come closer because of the wind. So here I'm gonna ask you to lay down. And here we go. Soles of the feet on your mat. Elbows come down. The goal would not to be hit your head. So feel your body lay in the earth. Palms splay up. Arms open to a T. You might be so present now that you can feel the fluid in your body rolling towards the earth. Here, the feet are next to each other. And I'm going to ask you to think about pressing into the earth evenly. As you press into the earth with both your left and right foot, the little tiny hiney will remove itself from your mat. Inhale, press the feet into the earth, lifting that tiny hiney. And as you exhale, coming down with the top of your back first, there's no need to rush. Middle of the back, low back, no rush. You know you've hit the earth when your shoulders release. We're going to do that again just for fun. Notice how clear the blue sky is. As the sun rises higher up, inhale, press your feet into the earth, lift that tiny hiney. Just for fun, if you'd like to add a little more oomph to your day, lift your right leg and put it back down. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step down and lower your back as slow as feels good. Okay, now this time, I'm going to ask you, if you have your towel, put it on your right side for support. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm going to ask you to take your left leg and cross it over your right leg, like you're sitting in a fancy dress. Now we're going to take both of our legs and drop them to the right. So think of your knees falling onto the right. You're rolling on to your left hip. And here we begin. Right hip on the floor, nose towards the sky, and we breathe. We're going to hold here for 2 minutes. Inhale, sun. Exhale, rise. Sun. Rise. If your left shoulder isn't on the earth, feel free to put your left fingers on your left ribs. If the crossed legs is too much for your body, uncross your left leg and just place it on top of the right leg. The choice that feels better to your body is the right one. If you could make yourself 5% more comfortable, do that now. Just 3 more breaths. One more. Okay, I'm going to ask you to notice where in your back is the actual twist happening. Once you know that, I'm going to ask you to take your right leg, so it's your right hip that's on the earth. Straighten your right leg, so it's going down towards the bottom right-hand corner of your mat. Legs can both still have a little bend in them. Maybe your left leg opens, so you're a bit more like a scissor. So the right leg is reaching down towards the bottom of the mat, and the left leg is reaching as far as it can to the right side. Here the goal would be that your left leg is parallel to your right arm. I'm going to ask for 5 breaths here. Inhale, vacation. Exhale, bliss. So glad you came with me this morning. Vacation. Bliss. Vacation. Bliss. 2 more. Last one. Okay, here I'm going to talk about your left leg. The left leg is really on the right side of the body right now. So take the toes of your left foot and just slide them in the direction of your right foot. Eventually your legs will be crossed or your ankles will be crossed. When that happens, bring your left heel all the way to the bottom left-hand corner of your mat. And feel like a starfish with no responsibility. Breathe in and out. Your nose is still pointing up towards the sky, and I'd like you to notice your legs. Breathe in. Notice if your hips feel different than each other. Breathe in again. Notice if one leg feels longer than the other. Breathe in. Notice as your body has opened, if your mind has calmed. Last breath. Inhale, Sandy. Exhale, beach. Right leg is first here. Inhale, bend your right leg. As you step down with that right foot, see if you can feel the soft, powdery sand between your toes. Left leg's next. Inhale and bend it. Exhale, let it step into the warm water. We're going to lift that tiny honey one more time like we did before. Feet are next to each other with some space in between. We're not going to press more weight into our heels or into our toes. It's even. As you inhale, press into your feet. Lift that tiny honey. Feel your spine. Peel as far away from the earth as it can. And then slowly rolling down from the shoulders all the way, one vertebra at a time. No need to rush. Feel your body come to the earth. Now you know I believe in balance. Not just balance in yoga, but balance in life. Here you'll take your right leg, cross it over the left. Of course, this time, both knees will go towards the left. So you kind of roll onto your left hip. Your nose points towards the sky. If your right shoulder is not still on the earth, take the right fingers and just rest them on your ribs. And here, I'm going to ask you for 2 minutes to just notice things that you're grateful for. So every breath comes with something else. Anything counts. I'm grateful to watch this video of Melissa on the beach. Breathe it in. Because I feel like I'm with her. Breathe it out. Anything counts. Each breath for the next 2 minutes will bring you something else to be grateful for. Inhaling the birds and the bees and the trees and the sky and the water. They're around you. Feel it. Be grateful and exhale. Remember, anything counts. Melt away for 2 minutes. If you can get yourself 5 or 10% more comfortable, let that happen. just like before, if it's too much to have the legs crossed, just put your right leg on top of your left. One more breath. Now thinking of you're on your left hip. Your left leg straightens down towards the left bottom corner of the mat. Leave a little bend in the leg. That's the fairy godmothers again, sorry. Now your right leg opens more to the left side. So your left arm and your left leg are parallel. We have 5 breaths here. Inhale, water. Exhale, fall. Water. Fall. Water. Fall. 2 more. Last one. Okay, this time I'm going to talk about your right leg. It's closest to your left hand. We'll slide our right foot in the direction of the left foot. Eventually your ankles will cross and you'll bring your right heel to the bottom right hand corner of the mat so you feel like a starfish. Inhale, notice. Exhale, sensation. Noticing your hips, breathing in. See if they feel alike. Noticing your legs. Feeling the same length. Inhale, notice the sun absorbing its healing energy. This is what it feels like to be content in your own skin, breathing in and out. Now we're going to get ready for Shavasana. That means final relaxation. You don't need to move at all. It's a choice. You can stay laying right where you are. You can notice the tiki huts behind me. I can't help myself but show you this. You're also by the pool. So I'm gonna scooch over again so you get more beauty. Maybe your eyes are just closed. You're happy. You feel open and calm and comfortable in your own skin. I can't tell you how exciting it is to me that you got to join me in Mexico on the beach. So if you have an eye pillow, feel free to use it. If you want to put your towel roll under your neck or under your knees, go for it. We're gonna melt. We're just gonna melt into the yoga mat or the earth. So wiggle all 10 toes so you know where you are in space just for a moment. I'm gonna start with your toes. Breathe into all 10 toes, a really big breath. And feel them melt away. Breathe in again to the soles of your feet. And watch them melt away. The ankles, and in between all the little tiny bones in your feet. Big breath in. And let it melt away. Come into the lower leg bones and let them feel heavy. Breathe so deep into that space, it feels as if you can touch the marrow of the bone in the center of the shins. And as you exhale, let them feel heavy and melt into your mat. Next, we breathe into our knees, big breath in. And let them melt away. Thighs. Inhale to all the muscles in the thighs. In your mind, turn them red. Let them get warm and melt away. Next, we come into the pelvic bowl. Breathe into the area of the pelvic bowl. And a little bit at a time, first let your tiny hiney melt into the earth. Imagine your hips melting away from each other. The organs in the intestines melt deeper into the bowl. And let your personal area just melt away. Next, we come to the belly. And as you come into your belly, you'll feel it literally move. So as you inhale, feel your belly rise. And feel it fall. Ribs, lungs, chest. Breathe in. And let it fall. Shoulders. Breathing into your shoulders. Sending them healing love from the beach. Let them just melt away. Breathing into the top bones in your arms. Letting the bones and the muscles feel heavy and melt. Elbows and forearms, breathing in. Releasing and letting them melt. Wrists and fingers, lots of little bones. Breathing into your hands. And feeling them melt away. We come to my favorite part of this part of class. I'm going to ask you to go to the lowest part of your spine. And we're going to pull energy up your spine. And I'd like you to think about your spine like you would a thermometer, those old-time glass ones, where the mercury rose and then it fell. We're working with healing energy, so come all the way to the base of your spine. And as you inhale, one tiny vertebra at a time, feel that energy rise up your spine all the way to the base of the skull. And as you exhale, feel that healing energy running down your back and out to the side bodies. And come into the neck. There's no tension in the neck now as you lay on your yoga mat. Breathe into the neck. If there's any tension at all, let it drip off your body like a bead of sweat. Next, we come into the scalp. Breathing into your scalp, letting any tension at all drip out. Next, I'm going to take you to your eyeballs and eye sockets. Breathing into your eyeballs, feel them getting heavier and sinking deeper into the eye socket. Breathing into the heavy eyeballs, imagining them rolling down from your eyeballs deeper behind the cheekbones, showing no facial expression at all. Next, we breathe into our jaw bones, letting the tongue and the chin fall, feeling no tension in the jaw at all. And next we come into our forehead. The yogis believe that right in the center of their forehead is their third eye. So that helps us see into our intuition. Breathe in all the healing energy you can feel from the beach behind me. Breathe it in, all that healing energy. Hold that breath, letting it touch every cell in your body and heal it. Just notice this feeling. This is the magic of yoga. As always, thank you for letting me lead you through this unbelievable experience. You made yourself feel this good. You just let me lead you. Now for a tiny special treat. I'm going to try my best to hold the camera. I'm going to show you what the hotel rooms look like here. I'm at the Fairmont Mayakoba in Mexico. If you need to come here, plan to fly into the Cancun airport. I'll tell you, the place is just fabulous. I'm going to stand up, so the camera's going to move a little, but I want you to see what the hotel room looks like from the outside. Then we'll walk to the beach so you can feel as if you're getting your toes wet in the sand. So come with me, yogis. Right now, I'm going to spin around so you can see everything with me. There's a pool behind me. Now, as we turn, you can see the hotel rooms, tiny little pools on the porch, gorgeous tiki hut ceilings. I mean, I never knew what heaven felt like until I showed up here this week. Okay, and as I spin around, you'll see behind me, maybe you can see there's a bar, just in case you need a tequila, cerveza, a glass of pink or white wine. I mean, we've come to heaven. And as I turn this way, you see the beach. I'm gonna walk forward towards the beach now. So again, you'll see the hotel rooms. And as I walk forward, I'm gonna flip the camera when we get past here, just for a second, so we can walk down the beach as a little treat. You can see what I can see, and together we can just feel the bliss